Michael, we're talking about how can people come out of depression when they hear the bad news. There was a time when you sat on the couch with your wife and the tears were streaming down your face, but she said something to you that started the process of you coming out. What did she say?
When I hinted at this idea, I understood why people would take their lives. I asked her, how do you do it? Because she's watching her husband. She's helpless to do anything for me. And she paused for, it seemed like 3 or 4 minutes, but probably a few seconds. And she closed her eyes, and then she looked at me and she said, all I know is that God has been faithful to this very day. Why would he not be faithful tomorrow? And that was just the fulcrum I needed to say, okay, Easley, do the next thing. Just do the next thing. Don't go down this hole, because I know it doesn't go anywhere good. And that was one of the many incremental changes for me, John, to start getting out of that depression.
You know, Michael, the same thing happened to me. I mean, Cindy was there to speak truth into your life. And I think when people suffer, when they're feeling alone and desperate, how wonderful it is to have someone to speak truth into your life. And there were Christian friends who came by that bedside, and they brought pizza, and they brought donuts, and they brought nail polish for my paralyzed hands, and they brushed my dirty hair, and they were the hands of Jesus. And when people suffer, they just should not suffer alone. God never intended that hurting people should suffer alone. It's why he created spiritual community. It's why he created the church. And there are Christians within reach of anyone who is hurting today. And it might take all your human effort to reach out to them and say, I need help. But that's a good thing. I mean, it's a wonderful thing to say, not only do I need help from God, I need help from his people. And let them speak truth into your life, that indeed God is going to be there with you in that pain. He was wounded. Jesus was wounded with all your miseries so that he might be your merciful high priest and be your advocate before the Father and champion your cause and pour out his grace and infuse his peace and his power and perspective. All it takes is a step of faith, mustard seed size though it might be. It can be as small as you could possibly imagine. But God, my goodness, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. And he'll make so much of that step of faith on your part to infuse his hope and his encouragement. Takes time, but it'll happen.